everybody, my name is Jamie O'Neill. I'm a second grade teacher in Central California. This is my first video and I figured I would go ahead and give you guys a tour of my classroom because next year I'm moving to first grade, so I only have a few days left in my second grade classroom. So I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera around and I will give you the tour. Thanks. Okay, so this is my classroom door, stolen from Pinterest, the throw kindness like confetti. I'll just give you a look around the room right now. It's pretty bare because I've already taken down all of my kids' work in order to get their portfolios put together for the end of the year. Okay, so starting over here when you come in to the right of my door, these are my student mailboxes. That stack of paper on top is actually stuff that needs to go to the shredder. I have a little first aid station with band-aids and nurse notes, water, hand sanitizer. We do bucket filling at our school, so we have our jar of pom-poms. If you keep following it along, this is my math wall. We have a little graphing chart and our numbers 0 through 20. We had shape art up before I took it down for the portfolios. These are our student information profiles. All of their grades and report cards and pre and post tests from the year go in there. This is my aides table. When she comes to work with my students, I have an aide every day for about 45 minutes. And then this is my care wall. Care is something my school district does. It kind of follows, I think, the GLAD program, but we call it something a little bit different. And there are 3 care rules, which are to show respect, make good decisions, and solve your problems. And those kind of get interwoven with our school rules. Next to that, I have our word work drawers. You guys have all seen these carts. I got the word work from somebody on Teachers Be Teachers, I can't remember, but I've been using it for the past 3 years. Then I have my big wall of cabinets. This is where I keep all of our supplies, our math supplies, our art supplies, our, reading supplies, science supplies, paper, paint, everything goes in these cabinets. Up on top I have crates, one for each month. And that's where I store like centers for that month for math, or like decorations, like for December. I have Christmas decorations, and Halloween, or October I have Halloween decorations. Here's our odd and even ice cream cone. This comes from Reagan Tunstall's math units. That's what I use primarily this year for my math instruction. Then these cabinets over here, these 2 down on the bottom right here, I keep our counting collections for math. And then in the other ones, I just have different supplies. This one keeps all of my math units that I have prepped and ready to go. Then I just have like National Geographic magazines and extra random supplies. And up there is just some extra storage as well. Over here is my guided reading corner. So this is my kidney table where I pull my kids back for guided reading. Back here in the back, these are the white cubes from Target, and I just put the drawers in them. And this is where I organize my guided reading materials. So all of our guided reading books are kept inside these bins in these bags, organized by title, and I have them organized by level. Since I teach second grade, I have very few at like a low level and more at higher levels as they go down. This is how I organize my guided reading stuff. Each group has a container, and I put their book and lesson plans and anything I need for that group in there. These are just supplies for me, pencils, and then this is how I organize my days of the week. So Monday, Tuesday, they're empty right now because it is Friday. So yeah, pencils, staplers, tape, any of the lesson plans I'm using for that week are in here, just to be easily accessed. This wall is one of my favorite walls in my classroom, and it's just a wall full of art and writing that kids throughout the years have made for me. I don't keep everything. If I kept everything, my entire classroom would be covered, but this is just a good majority of it. Up in these cabinets, I keep curriculum and a lot of my binders that I've made. My Bitsa binder. You don't know what Bitsa is, it's beginning teachers induction training for the first 2 years. Then on this back counter, I have lots more storage back here. And this is where our brag tags hang. These are all their papers that are getting sent home. These are my brag tags. We have geo boards out for math centers. And this is kind of like my seasonal word wall over here. This is also a resource I got from Teachers Pay Teachers. I don't remember exactly where it's from though. Then I have my easel, my clipboards and dry erase boards and erasers down there. This cart I got from Target just recently, and I haven't figured out exactly what I'm going to use it for, but probably for something in my new classroom once I move. I have my sink. The water bottles are from Dollar Tree, and I used my silhouette with vinyl to cut their names. These have lasted the entire school year. They got these on the first day of school, and I actually just had the first one break yesterday, and that's because it was knocked off a desk during Go Noodle and it cracked when it hit the floor. So under the sink I just keep tissues and wipes and, you know, cleaning stuff, plates, Ziploc bags, things like that. This is my word wall. I have all of my words on rings, so that way my kids can come up and grab them and take them to their seat when they need to know how to spell a word. Some of them are missing, unfortunately. I have a trash can right here, so every once in a while a ring will get knocked into the trash and I don't realize it before the trash gets taken out. So that's why we're missing some of our letters. But I figure it's the end of the year and I'm not going to remake them for the last 3 days of school. On this whiteboard, I have Anchor Your Learning, and this is where I hung anchor charts throughout the year for kids to reference. Underneath it, I have the Sterilite drawers that you can buy at Target. They're normally white, and I spray paint them to match my group colors. So I have pom-poms hanging, and those are my groups in my room. And this is where they keep all of their materials. So in the top drawer, they keep their folders, their writing folders. In the middle drawer, they keep any journals. So they have a math journal and a reading journal. And then in the bottom drawer, they keep their book bags full of books. And this seems to work really well for me because they don't actually keep anything inside of their desks. I've actually turned their desks around backwards so they don't even get the chance to open them. I found my first year of teaching that things were disappearing and I was going through hundreds and hundreds of pencils, and I thought there has to be a better way, and this has saved my sanity because everything gets put away at the end of the day and nothing is hiding inside their desks. So think about that. It's worked really well for me. We have our reading center chart and our math center chart. Logins for Prodigy. We love Prodigy in our classroom. This is for AR. Actually, it can get taken down because we're done AR testing for the year, but in the morning their magnet is on need to test, and then when they were done testing they would move their magnet to the other side. That way I could easily keep track of who still needed to test throughout the day. Then I have my Promethean board, and then over here on this side is where I would write my spelling words, the weather, the date, the calendar. We're going to the park the last day of school, and these are the kids that haven't turned in their permission slips yet. Then I have my printer, my computer with my pups on my desktop, and then our classroom library on this side. Above it is my writing wall. I took down all their writing already this year because I was making their books. Underneath it, I have my library organized mostly by AR level for short picture books, but then chapter books are organized by what kind they are. If you haven't heard of the Branches books from Scholastic, it's like kind of a division of books that they're selling now. They're amazing because they're like comic books, and they're really good for kids who are transitioning into chapter books because they're shorter, they still have lots of pictures, they're not as intimidating. So my kids have really loved all the books from Branches. And then over here is kind of my seasonal bookshelf. Some of these things don't belong over here right now. Right now we have books about frogs, Earth Day, even though that was like a month ago, spring books, animal babies, butterflies and caterpillars, that sort of thing. This bookshelf pulls out and there's shelves on the back, and that's where I keep all of the books that stay on this bookshelf. And then these are bigger books that don't fit on these shelves because they're too tall, so they go over here. A few more sets of chapter books, and then my computers. And my table was made by my wonderful husband last summer so that all of my computers had a nice home. And up here I have my birthday bulletin board. I take a picture with them holding a whiteboard of the date of their birthday and put it with the right month. And then over here was my star of the week. Our school does a VIP system where each week a classroom has a different VIP and they get to eat with the principal, and my class fills out a poster and they get to bring it in to present to everybody else. I realized I forgot to show you guys the white storage containers that are under my Promethean board. So in here I have, as you can see, drawers that match the colors of my groups. So let's say the kids sitting in the pink group with the pink pom-pom, all of their supplies go into the pink plastic drawers, and then in the pink drawer up here under my board is where they keep their pencil boxes. And in their pencil boxes is everything they need for the day. So glue sticks, whiteboard erasers, whiteboard markers, pencils. I tried Words Their Way this year, so they each got a little tub to keep their sorts in, but to be honest, I didn't love it. I don't know, maybe I just am not doing it right, but it just felt like a lot of management, and I didn't have the time to devote to spelling every week that it needed. So these kind of got mixed and they turned into, I don't know, broken crayon containers, I guess. So yeah, each kid gets a pencil box and then they stay in their colored drawers. And then the other boxes just have like puzzles, and this one has counters, and then each group has a math manipulative drawer underneath their box drawer. So in this, right now we have Unifix cubes. So there's Unifix cubes in these. Here are all our dictionaries. This is where we kept math games for math centers, pattern blocks, and then these are the actual math centers. I still have centers in here from February that I have not changed out because we started doing geometry and we started using pattern blocks and geoboards instead of using these sort of centers. So a few more drawers of Unifix cubes, and then down at this end we have cards and dice that are in these little film containers. I use these to store dice in so kids can easily just come grab it. There's 2 dice in there and that's all they need. Now I can't get the lid back on. There we go. And then in this one are the miniature clocks that we use. So just like in my guided reading corner, these white shelves come from Target. These I actually bought at Target, these drawers. That the black drawers I ordered on Amazon, and they came in packs of 12, I believe, for like, I want to say it was like $20. So I felt like it was a really good deal for what you were getting. And I liked that they had spots where you could put labels. And I also got the blue and pink ones back there from Amazon as well. Those came in packs of 6. And they had a bunch of colors that you could choose from. So I think that's everything. I love this classroom. This is where I started teaching. I'm finishing up my 3rd year of teaching. So this is where I started, and I'm kind of sad to leave, but I'm excited to go to the other side of the campus and to get some experience in another grade level and to start over in a new room. So yeah. So that's my classroom. It's pretty empty and kind of messy. The paper on the walls are torn and the borders are torn and things aren't always where they're supposed to be, but you know, we have 4 days left of school and that's just how things are in the end of the year, the last week of May. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope to make more videos in the future. And I'd like to show you my transition, you know, moving from this classroom across campus to the first grade side for my year in first grade next year. And I'd love to show you the process of packing and moving and unpacking and setting up a new room kind of from scratch, I guess. Thanks guys, talk to you later, bye.